If your reels are getting views, but people aren't actually watching all the way through, or worse, they're scrolling right after the first 3 seconds, it's probably not your editing, it's your storytelling. And the crazy part is that I think most creators think storytelling is super complicated. And I want to tell you right now, it's not. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the exact storytelling frameworks that we use in our own voiceover reels, the same type we've used across Antarctica, Coachella, on the other side of the world in Svalbard, completely different locations, but the same exact structure. So if you've ever thought, I don't know what to say in my voiceovers, this is going to fix that. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Steven. I'm one half of the Creator Passport and the Lovers Passport. We've been able to grow to over 2.5 million followers across platforms and generate over 2 billion views. Now our mission is to help other content creators grow and actually turn their content into income. So if that is your goal this year, make sure to leave us a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you never miss the next video. Now, with that, let's go ahead and get started. Most creators don't struggle with storytelling because they're bad at it. I think they struggle because they don't have a structure. They're just talking, maybe rambling, hoping it works. And sometimes maybe it does, but I think most of the time it doesn't. Now let's get into the frameworks. The first thing you need to understand is good storytelling is not about saying more. It's about saying the right things in the right order. So let's start with the simplest framework we use in almost every single voiceover. Hook, relate, teach, close, and that's it. That's the backbone. For example, in one of our Antarctica videos, the hook might be,
"This is what it's actually like to go on an Antarctic expedition."
Immediately with that hook, we create some curiosity. And then you relate. I could say something like,
"The moment we arrived on the ship, it hit us that this is going to be unlike any other trip we've ever taken."
Now the person watching feels like they're with you. Then you teach or tell a story. So in our voiceover, we would say,
"Our room had a balcony looking straight out at the ocean, heated bathroom floors, and they even gave us expedition parkas so we could stay warm every time we stepped outside."
Now you're bringing them into a moment. And then you need a close or a call to action if you have one. It could be something like,
"If Antarctica has been on your bucket list, just comment iceberg and we'll send you the exact expedition we did."
Now, here's the crazy part. We used almost the exact same structure at Coachella. Completely different niche, but it also worked really well. The hook was something like, everyone shows you the highlights of Coachella, but no one talks about this part. Once again, that builds curiosity. Then I'm going to relate. And honestly, it caught us so off guard. So I'm trying to relate to our target audience. Then we teach something. We are walking over a mile in 100-degree heat, just trying to get from one stage to the next. So I'm explaining what is happening, and then you have a close. So it could be something like, and it completely changed how we plan the rest of the weekend. Completely different place, completely different niche, but the same storytelling mechanics. Let's go a little bit deeper on the second framework. The second framework is what actually keeps people watching. And this is where I think most creators honestly lose people. It's why their views don't blow up. It's what's called an open loop. So basically, you give people a reason to stay. So instead of saying, we had the best experience in Svalbard, we could say something like, Svalbard completely changed how we see travel. And I didn't expect that at all. Now people are thinking, wait, why? And then throughout the video, you slowly answer that question. And that's what keeps people watching. Now, let's jump into our third framework. The third framework is what makes your stories start to feel a little bit more real for the viewer. Instead of summarizing, you zoom into the moment. Most people say something like, we had an amazing trip. And honestly, that doesn't mean anything. Instead, you say, we're standing there freezing, wind hitting our face, and we just looked at each other like, is this actually real? You see how now you feel like you're in it with me. And this works perfectly with voiceovers because your B-roll is showing the beautiful scene, right? And then your voice is bringing that scene to life. This is exactly what we did in Svalbard. Instead of saying we saw polar bears, we said we're sitting there in complete silence, scanning the horizon, and then out of nowhere, we spot this tiny white dot moving across the ice. Now people are locked in. Same exact story, just way better storytelling. So let's jump into story framework number 4. The fourth framework is something that will instantly make your content better. It's your B-roll. Most people just use B-roll as filler. We use B-roll to really support the story. Every clip should answer one of these. Number 1, where are you in the world? Number 2, what are you doing? Number 3, how are you feeling? Wide shots, they basically show where you are in the world. Medium shots that are a little bit tighter are explaining what you're doing. And then close-up shots show how it feels, like a facial reaction. So instead of just recording random clips, you're building a story visually. And I think when you combine that with your voiceover, that's when your content actually hits. The last piece is emotion, because people don't remember information. They remember how something made them feel. So instead of saying, I was nervous, show it in the video. I kept checking the time, pacing back and forth, thinking this might not work. That's what makes someone connect with your content and what makes someone follow you. Now, hopefully you're sitting there and saying, okay, all of this makes sense, but maybe you still don't know what to say in your videos, or maybe you don't know how to come up with hooks. That's exactly why we built the Viral Content Vault. Every single week, we send out scroll-stopping hooks that we find, including viral video ideas, and we send real examples that we find that are working right now. So instead of spending hours trying to come up with ideas and just hoping to think something out of thin air, you just plug these exact same frameworks and you get to start creating. So if you want to join the Viral Content Vault and get 15 different hooks, audios, and viral ideas sent to you every single Monday, all you have to do is scan the QR code right over here to join. Now, to wrap all of this up, I don't want you to think storytelling is about being creative. I really think it's about being structured in what you do. If you can master the hook, how you can relate to your audience, being able to teach them something or make them feel something, and then you have a really strong close or call to action, and if you just make your B-roll stronger and have better visuals, your content will instantly start to improve. And more importantly, people will actually watch the whole video. Longer watch time leads to more growth. So your next step is super simple. Don't try to be perfect. Just take one of your next videos and use the exact framework that we taught in this video, because that's exactly what we did. And that's why last year our highest converting piece of content was a voiceover. So if you found value in this video, make sure to leave us a like and subscribe and turn on the bell notification, because we have a brand new tip for you next week to help you grow and scale your content creation business. And if you enjoyed this video, YouTube also thinks that you will enjoy this video over here. So we'll see you in the next one.